Let's look inside the house. Do you smell anything unpleasant when you first walk in the door? How do the interior walls look? Sight down the walls. Are they straight and vertical? Check the drywall. Do you see nails or seams? Or if it's an older house, look for cracked or missing plaster. Look at the walls around the windowsills for signs that seals have failed and rain has leaked through in the past. Doorstops might be screwed into the baseboards or on a hinge pin, or they could be on the wall. Do they work, or are there dents in the walls from the doorknobs? Does the house have a basement or a raised foundation? Shine a flashlight around down there. The basement floor or dirt under the house should be dry, so look for patchy areas of dampness. If you see any, there could be a leaky pipe or other problem. Check the basement walls for moisture. Look up to check the floor joists for sagging or rotted wood. Does any of the wood look newer than the rest? Find out why. Look to see how the wood frame of the house sits on the concrete foundation. If the house has been retrofitted for earthquakes, every 6 feet or so you might see the wood frame bolted to the concrete with steel brackets. It's added security, especially in earthquake-prone areas. Look at the floors. Are they level and flat, or are they uneven? Walk around the house outside and check the foundation for cracks or even breaks. If the house is on a raised foundation, then an uneven floor could mean settling or more serious earthquake damage. If the house is on concrete, an uneven floor could mean cracks in the slab. Let me explain. Concrete is weak under tension, so metal reinforcement bars, rebar, are laid into the foundation before the slab is poured. These bars help strengthen the concrete, or at least hold the cracked sections together. But the house you're looking at, check the concrete floor of a utility area like the garage. You might see a mark such as this set in the concrete. It's there to tell you that the slab is post-tensioned. When the house was being built, steel cables were laid across the foundation and the concrete was poured around them. After the concrete hardened and cured for about a week, the cables were pulled taut with a hydraulic jack and welded in place. The result is a much stronger concrete slab that is much less likely to crack. The steel cables literally clamp the slab together. You need to know if you have a post-tension slab. If the slab has to be opened for any reason, a plumbing repair, whatever, the cables in the area of the repair should be de-stressed before beginning the repair. These cables are under extreme tension. As a matter of fact, if you have a leak in a pipe that is under a post-tension slab, think seriously about leaving the slab alone and check out other means of repair instead, like rerouting the pipe above the slab. You may want to freshen the place with a new coat of paint, but look at the surfaces you're going to paint to see how big of a chore it might be. Is there peeling paint that will take a lot of prep work to refinish? How vivid are the existing colors? The brighter the colors, the more coats it will take to cover them. Flat paints are easier to cover than gloss or even semi-gloss paints that you find often in kitchens and bathrooms. Is there wallpaper? How does it look? Is it stained or torn? Are the seams tight or is the paper coming off? Take a look at the trim for nicks and gouges. Baseboards are along the floors. Casings are around the doors. Crown moldings are at the ceilings. How do the bed and bathroom doorknobs look? Is the finish still good or are they scratched? Look at the flooring. Carpet, what color is it? Is it stained? How do the high traffic areas look? Look at the carpet bars in the doorways. Is the carpet coming out? Are the bathrooms carpeted? How about the toilet areas? If the toilet has leaked in the past and the carpet was not allowed to dry properly, there could be mold. Sheet flooring linoleum, are there tears or gouges in the surface? Tile, Are there any tiles broken or missing? Wood flooring. There are different levels of quality in wood flooring. There are laminates. This is essentially plastic flooring that has a wood grain pattern on the surface. There is engineered flooring. This is plywood with a layer of wood on top. And there is dimensional flooring. This is solid wood and is the thickest, 3/4 inch thick. For clues as to what you are looking at, look where the wood flooring meets other flooring surfaces such as tile or carpet. The laminates are thinnest, for example, and there can be quite a height difference between the 3/4 inch thick dimensional wood floor and tile or even a plush carpet. How does the finish on the wood flooring look? Check the high traffic areas. Check the flooring just inside exterior doors. Is the wood deteriorated or rotted from weather over the years? Are there pet stains anywhere? Older homes were built with dimensional wood floors, but then wall-to-wall carpeting became the way to go and wood floors were covered over. If you're looking at an older home, there may be wood floors under the carpeting, but refinishing them can be tricky because of nail holes from tack strips along the walls and carpet bars in the doorway. You're not going to know for sure what the wood floor looks like until the carpeting is pulled back and you can see it. Houses with raised foundations and the upstairs stories have wood floors. Are they quiet as you walk across them, or do the floors creak? It may be more of a nuisance than a real concern, but if you're trying to be quiet at night, it can be a problem. Closets. Are they large enough for what you need? Is a closet rod supported well, or do they sag? Bathrooms. Do the faucets drip? How is the finish? Are they in good shape? Or are they stained and corroded? If the house has a raised foundation or the bathroom is on the second floor, which will be made out of wood, check the floor around the toilet in particular to see how firm it is. The toilet may have leaked in the past and damaged the flooring. How do the tiles in the shower area and countertops look? Are there any pieces of grout missing? Look at the towel racks. Are they tight to the wall or are they falling down? Toilet paper holder, is it tight to the wall or is it falling down? Take a look at the kitchen. How is the countertop? Is it formica, tile, natural stone? Cabinet doors and drawer fronts. How do the cabinet doors and drawer fronts look? Are the handles and drawer pulls tight? What kind of drawer slides are used? The most basic is some sort of wood runner with a plastic guide on the back of the drawer. Then there are slides with nylon rollers. Then there are steel ball bearing slides. And finally, there are the soft close mechanisms where you close the drawer maybe halfway and the mechanism pulls the drawer gently shut the rest of the way. Do the drawers work? Or do the mechanisms jam at all? Or is there under cabinet lights over the countertops? Do they work? If there is an electrical can opener hanging from the wall cabinet, does it work? How is the finish on the faucet? Is it in good shape or is it stained and corroded? Is there a paper towel rack? Is it tight or is it falling down? If there's a fireplace, how do the brick and mortar look? Check the doors and screen. Do they close properly? Does the fireplace damper work? Hold a mirror so you can see up the chimney flue. Is it clear? Two-story houses. Check the stairway for loose or squeaky steps. Make sure the railing and banister are secure. How far apart are the balusters? For safety, they should be 4 inches or less apart. Is there a tubular skylight in the house? Some areas of the house, a hallway, powder room, stairwell, storage room, may not have a window. The tubular skylight is a good way to bring natural light into the otherwise dark area, and you don't have to pay for sunlight. Here are some other things to think about. Incandescent and fluorescent light have a color to them. Sunlight, on the other hand, may be whiter than you are used to seeing. The skylight turns on when the sun comes up, so you may not want it in a bedroom. Some manufacturers have outfitted their units with light bulbs and exhaust fans. If the unit you're looking at has these features, of course check them out to make sure they work. The skylight is installed through the roof of the house, so inside, look for any signs of leaks, and from the outside, check the shingles and flashing around the skylight for any signs of problems. Attic access. Where is it? Is it in a closet? In the hallway? Is it convenient to use? If there is a pull-down staircase, does it work? Is there room for storage in the attic? Smoke detectors. Figure on at least one smoke detector for each 1,200 square feet of living space. There should be a smoke detector in each bedroom and in the hallway just outside of the bedrooms. The detectors should be mounted on the ceiling close to the center of the room. If the detector is mounted on the wall, it should be just 4 to 6 inches down from the ceiling and more than 3 feet out from any corner. If the room has a sloped ceiling, the detector should be placed on the high side of the ceiling. Houses with more than one floor should have at least one smoke detector on each story, including the basement. Don't worry about the uninhabited crawl spaces and attics. So, are the smoke detectors installed where they should be? Test each one of them. Always install new batteries after you move in. We don't necessarily think about this, but smoke detectors are at work 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Smoke detectors 10 years old or more can have a failure rate up to 50%. If you don't know how old the smoke detector is in the house, it's probably better to just replace it, and better to be safe than sorry. Cooking fires are the leading cause of home fires and fire injuries. Smoking is the leading cause of death from home fires. Figure out a fire escape plan for the house and teach it to your kids. A good plan includes 2 exits from every room and a meeting place like a tree or street lamp outside the house. If there's a second story, you should have a chain ladder so someone can climb out the window if they need to. Remember, people with special needs are going to need help getting out. Practice the escape plan to work the bugs out.
I've got a lot more great stuff for you at houseiq.information. If you like what you've seen so far, do me a favor and tap the subscribe button so you don't miss future videos. And click the link to watch some more great stuff right now.